Hello and welcome to episode 4 of the Graceful Tangle podcast. I'm Amy Kate, a young but passionate knitter and crocheter. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're looking for me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Etsy, Ravelry, and Pinterest as The Graceful Tangle. On Etsy and Ravelry, you can find and purchase my knit and crochet designs. And also on Ravelry, you can join the Graceful Tangle podcast group and join in with all the chatter that we have going on in there. I have a few threads open, and I would love it if you kind of put your thoughts into those. I have an Ask Me thread as well, so please feel free to ask me a question of any kind. So thank you so much for joining me today. I am so excited to spend some more time with you guys. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to my channel and liked my videos and commented. Your support means the world, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell so that you get notified each and every time I upload a video. So with that, let's jump into some finished objects. So the first finished object I have to share with you today is quite a big accomplishment, if I do say so myself. So last week I talked about how I wanted to challenge myself to knit a sweater in 4 days. I chose I wanted to knit the worsted sanguine sweater by Morgan of More Thunder. But I wanted to have it done in time to start her next free knit along, which started this past Monday. I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But I wanted to finish it before that started, and it just so happened that I had 4 days. So I made that challenge for myself, and I'm so happy to say that I accomplished it. So here is the sweater. Ta-da! Oh, you guys, I love this so much. I'm kind of dubbing it with the name my brand sweater. Just because like these are the colors that I kind of consider my palette to be. This antique teal, fleshy pink, mustard yellow, and then the gray and white thrown in there as well. But yes, this was a complete joy to make. I actually knit it along with my cousin Lainey. She made one as well, and hers is amazing. I will link her Ravelry page below so that you can check hers out. It was her first co-work project, and she blew it out of the ballpark. It was amazing. So anyway, let's talk about the details of this. So the colors I used, this is I Love This Yarn in Antique Teal, Crafter's Secret in Graybeard is the gray. The white is I Love This Yarn in white. This yellow is Crafter's Secret in the color Sun Gold. And then this blush pink way down here is I Love This Yarn in Rosy Cheeks. So I only made a couple modifications. One I actually didn't talk about last week, and that was just that I omitted the short rows in the back. So in the pattern she has, you do short rows to make the neck a little bit longer and help the front not choke you. But in my personal opinion, the short rows, like for my body, the short rows don't add much on most sweaters. Some sweaters they do, but this sweater they just don't. And so I just decided to omit them this time and see how it went, and if it's great. So I'm happy with that decision. Let's see, another modification that I made. I ended the body early, so if I had followed the pattern exactly, I would have repeated from here to here again, at the bottom after this portion right here. But I just decided that I wanted to make it a little bit shorter. It's not cropped. But the other one that I made from this pattern that was my test knit, I followed the pattern exactly, and it goes like past my bottom, and I love the way it looks, but I decided to make this one a little bit shorter so that it would be more practical to wear with like jeans instead of just leggings. And then the sleeves, I followed the pattern through step D in the pattern, but then I changed it up a little bit and just did this chart again And then I added a decrease round of knit one and knit two together all the way around. You can kind of see it right there. Because I wanted the sleeve to hug my wrist a little bit. It's very oversized everywhere. But like you can see, it's still loose. It's not tight. But I just didn't want it to be like this big and gapey right at my wrist. This is much more practical for everyday wear and for me, I guess, for my life. But yeah, I think that's it. I have not blocked this yet, and I think I will. You can see right here, just where the color work was, it does kind of slope in and out just a little bit, and that'll all even out with blocking. But for the most part, my gauge was pretty stable, which is great. It's something that I'm definitely trying to work on as I do more and more color work. It's gonna be a challenge to kind of maintain your gauge that you'd have in like regular stockinette and color work. This is actually the back. This is the front. Should put the join, let's see, right here, so that it wasn't as noticeable, but you can definitely see the jog. I mean, you're working in a spiral, so you're gonna have that. But it's at the back, and it's not near as noticeable when it's at the back. When I'm not glaring it in your face. But yes, I absolutely love this, and I'm so happy that I was able to finish it in 4 days. I think the biggest goal that I want to make myself, not now, I need to have a really good day to do this, but I want to try to knit an entire sweater in 1 day. I know it's been done before. I know actually, let's see, there's a video that I've watched multiple times. Oh, I can't remember her name. Her channel is Very Little, I think. The Very Little Knitting Podcast, maybe. Anyway, she has a video on her channel where she knit an entire sweater for her husband in 1 day. She used the flax pattern, which is a worsted weight, free sweater pattern on Ravelry by Taking Knits, and she knit the whole thing in 1 day, and it was crazy. I mean, that's a man size. I'm small, so knitting one sweater for me isn't as big of an accomplishment as knitting an entire sweater for a full man in 1 day. But yes, anyways, I'm really happy with this. Okay, my next finished object is also another sweater by Morgan. And this one, the knitting is finished, but I have not blocked it and I have not even woven in the ends, so I can't really call it a finished object quite yet. This is my worsted weight version of her Ladyfingers sweater pattern. So if you'll notice, it looks a bit different than it did last week. So this sweater has given me a little bit of trouble. First of all, I have modified a couple of her patterns to create this pattern for myself. This is not a pattern that she's going to be releasing. This is not one that she's designed. So any of the things that I talk about are like my fault, mistakes that I made, or changes that I made. Nothing with her pattern at all, of course. The pattern is amazing. Her Ladyfingers pattern is amazing. All of them are great. Perfect even. It's just, I decided to challenge myself to try to create my own worsted weight version of her Ladyfingers sweater. So last week, I was working on the ribbing for the neck. As you can see, there was no longer ribbing on the neck. So I finished the ribbing, and when I put it on, it like stood up. And I don't know, I'm still very much learning, all about sweaters and knitting sweaters, and I'm not entirely sure what caused that. I think if I had gone down a needle size, that would have helped. I could have done a decrease round before I did the ribbing. That probably would have helped. But other than that, I'm not sure. I could have bound off differently. I mean, there's a lot of things I could have changed, but I'm not sure what difference they would have made. So what I ended up doing was using I guess slip stitch bind off. It wasn't knit. I just kind of pulled each stitch over the next. And then I went back and added a single crochet border all the way around. And that's the same thing I did on the sleeves. And then the body, I just left it how it was, which is this ribbing. Again, this has not been blocked, so the ribbing's kind of flipping up a little bit, but I just left it how it was. So I'm gonna call this a success. It is not like I'm gonna have to redo some math and kind of figure out changes that need to be made before I make another one of these sweaters. And I think I also would change the amount of stitches. It fits right now, it fits really well. But if I wanted a more oversized fit, I would need more stitches. But yeah, I mean, it worked. It's just not perfect, I guess. So the gray, the yarn that I used is all Bravo worsted. The gray is Dove Heather, the purple is Eggplant, and the blue is Peacock. So yeah, overall I'm really proud of myself. I wanted to create this little worsted weight version, and overall I succeeded. There's just a few things that I should change for the future. But yeah, there's that. Okay, let's see. I have a few more things to show you. Okay. So I talked about these last week as well. I was working on, and I'm actually still working on a few knit dishcloths. So I am making these for my Mimi to give to her actually later this week when we go down there to see her. And she lives in Gulf Shores. And so we're gonna go visit her this week on our annual beach trip, I guess, but really it's to see my Mimi and Pops. But anyway, so I have finished all of the dishcloths from that yarn that I purchased at Hobby Lobby. I had 4 skeins of I Love This Cotton. I had the pink, green, purple colorway, Paris and June. I believe this one is called Easter Nova, I think. And Aqua Ombre. So I use the same pattern for all of these dishcloths. It is a pattern from the MakeYourOwnZone.com. It's their worsted weight dishcloth. They have like 3 different ways that you can make it, but I did the updated corners version with no holes. So yeah, I love these. I increased to 35 stitches and then decreased back down. I was able to get 4 dishcloths per ball of yarn, so I made 16 dishcloths total. And we're actually, my family is keeping 1 of each color, and then the rest will go down to her. Yeah, I used size 7 needles to make these, and I love the gauge. I love they're not too tight, but they're also not too loose. Yeah, I love them. I love a beautiful stack of finished hand-knit dishcloths. These are completely done. The ends are woven in, everything. So yeah, dishcloths, awesome sauce. So I can go ahead and show you the ones that I'm working on now. This is kind of jumping into whips a little bit, but I do have a couple done already. Actually, I have almost all of them done. I didn't include these in my show notes. Yeah, I have these 4 done as well. I need to weave in the ends and cut the ball of yarn from the last dishcloth. But here's these. So this color is very similar to the Paris and June colorway. It is called Water Lily. Yeah, Water Lily. So this kind of, I can talk about this for a minute. So this is how much yarn that I have left after I've knit 4 dishcloths. And with the leftovers, so with this much, I'll cut from the last dishcloth. And then I will use this to make chapstick holders or a Germex holder, something small that requires a little bit of yarn, but cotton yarn. You can also make a scrappy dishcloth and use a couple other different colors to make a full one. But I really enjoy having little bitty scrap balls of cotton because it's usually the perfect amount for making chapstick holders, which is something that I make quite often. It's a pattern that I have in my Etsy and Ravelry shops, and it's one of my absolute favorites. It's the simplest, but they're so practical, and everybody loves them. So yeah, that's what I'll use with the rest of that. Okay, let's move right along into some whips or works in progress. So my first work in progress that I'm actually going to show you is a test. So I fully enjoy testing knitting and crochet patterns. If you're not familiar, basically it's when you get access to the pattern before it is released to the public. So I follow the pattern, make it, and I'm going along, I check for grammatical, mathematical mistakes, and see if there's anything that needs to be improved in the pattern. So I've test knit and test crocheted many times over the course of this last year, and I'm so grateful for each and every opportunity. So this specific one is by Kayla Wood of K Crochets. I have test crocheted for her a few times in the past, and I fully enjoy it. Kayla is amazing to work with. She's just such a hard worker, and you can see her diligence in her work. And it's just so exciting to see and to participate in the group chats and build other people up as they work on their sweaters. It really is an amazing opportunity that I don't take for granted, that I get to participate in things like this. But anyway, with that being said, I am working on this sweater. So it is called the Hoppy Tribe Plover. I hope I'm saying that right. It might be Hopi Tribe. I'm not entirely sure. But here it is so far. So this is a top-down sweater. It can be a pullover, long sleeve sweater, or it can be a short sleeve cropped. I'm doing the short sleeve cropped version. And as you can see, I have split for the sleeves, and I'm now working down the body. So I'm not going to talk about this too much because, again, the pattern has not been released yet, and we'll wait to show the finished object of this later. But I will talk about my yarn for a second. So I am using Cascade Pacific Worsted. The pink is the color 31. They just have numbers, not names. This pink is the color 31. The green is 63. And the gray is 61. So yes, there they all are. I actually had a little bit of trouble picking out colors for this. I really loved these two together for the color work. But I at first couldn't decide between this green and this teal color. I think they both would have been gorgeous. Oh, I love them both so much. So much, my goodness. However, I did the math, and if I'm right, which I might not be, but if I'm right, I will actually have enough of this pink and gray to make another one of these sweaters using this as my main color. So I think I'm going to have to do that. I actually have enough of this to make a long sleeve full pullover version. So I think that might have to happen. Yeah. I think that'll be a future project. I love both of these with these two colors. I don't love these two together, but anyway, I posted it in the group chat to kind of ask the other makers' opinions. And the first few that responded chose this. So this is what I went with. I needed somebody else to make the decision for me. But yeah, I'm really excited with this project. Again, I'm going to wait to show the finished object until the pattern is released. But yeah, I'm super excited about this. Okay, my next work in progress is a little bit random. So I am currently trying to work through a bunch of my stash. I have quite a bit. I purchased a lot of yarn the past couple summers from Ravelry. They had huge clearance blowouts. Really, it was amazing, honestly. And I'm still grateful that I was able to get all of that yarn. However, now I am continuing to work through it. So just kind of a fun project that I started the other day to learn a new technique is a quarter to corner granny square blanket. So this is a technique that I have not done before. I learned it from Repeat Craft to Me on her YouTube channel, but you can learn it from anybody, anywhere. I mean, there's a bunch of tutorials on YouTube. That's just the one that I chose. So you start in this corner and increase all the way down to, I did this point, and then decrease back down to your other point. So I have this much to go, and then it'll be a square. I really love these colors. I didn't expect to love them as much. I think this will be a little baby blanket, or a lap blanket for my sister, because I know that she will love these colors. She really likes red and like deep pinks like this, so I know she'll love this. I am using Yarn Bee Sugar Wheel. So this is just one example. You've probably seen multiple labels that actually have these stickers on them, but this was $174 for this whole thing, and it was $7 first price. Incredible deal. Anyway, this is the color Watermelon Taffy. So I had 2 of these cakes, and all I did was use an entire cake increasing, and then I'm going to use the second cake to decrease back down to a square. Super easy, super mindless. I've been working on this while chatting on FaceTime with my cousin, or watching some TV downstairs. It's been awesome. It's so easy. I love the granny stitch. It's very mindless, and I've done it so much that I can do it without looking if it's just, straight like this. I don't know. I'm much more, to me, it's easier to knit without looking than crochet, just because of the movement of your hand. Anyway, I'm getting better at it. So yeah, like I said, a bit of a random project, but I really enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm excited to kind of grow in that technique and see how I can adapt it to make it even better and things like that. So I'll be doing more of this in the future, I think. Okay, next whip, and I believe the last one, and possibly the most exciting in this case. So as I talked about a little bit earlier, Morgan of More Thunder has started a new knit-along called the Panglossian Sweater Cowl. This is a free knit-along that she is hosting through her blog. Each day she is uploading a new clue. So it started on Monday, and today is, as I'm filming this, is currently Sunday. So it is day 7. Is that right? Yes, day 7. And so what she has done for the weekend is put both the clues up at the same time, and kind of also added in some like leeway time, so that if you're behind on a clue from the past week or anything like that, you have time to catch up over the weekend before the next clue begins on Monday. So, oh, I love this. Okay, this is my sweater so far. Ta-da! So this is a top-down colorwork sweater. It's so exciting. I love this so much. As you can see, my colorwork is not perfect, but with blocking, it's gonna even out even more and be so smooth. The yarn that I'm using is Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek DK. I'm using the color Pretty and Peacock. I believe I misspoke maybe last week if I talked about this project. I don't entirely remember, but it is Pretty and Peacock is this color, and then the white is Ivory. Again, Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek DK, and this is a much thinner DK than some, but I was able to achieve gauge, which I'm very grateful for. Using stitches. Okay, so with this pattern, I'm actually doing something a little bit exciting. So since it is a knit-along that she is releasing a clue every day, I have decided to film a little short clip each day of the progress that I made, and a little bit of the details without giving too much of the pattern away of the clue that she released. So every day this past week I have filmed that little video, and then I'll continue to do that until the knit along ends, and then I'll publish that as a full video kind of showing you the process of making this sweater. So I hope you enjoy that. I hope that sounds like a fun idea to you. I've enjoyed making it so far, and it's gonna be a lot of work to edit it, but I'm really excited about it. I'm thrilled about that idea, and I can't wait to see how it's accepted. So yeah, here it is so far. I have, again, today is day 7, and I just have to finish the clothes from yesterday and today. I have quite a few rows to go, so I'll be working on this a lot later today. But yeah, I love this. We are splitting for the sleeves tomorrow on Monday, and I can't wait. Splitting for the sleeves is like the most exciting, maybe not the most exciting, binding off is probably the most exciting moment. But splitting for the sleeves is one of the high points of knitting a sweater top down. You can just see it's this, this weird looking blob with all these stitches that are all bunched up on your cable, and then you split for the sleeves, and it's like boom, you have a sweater. So yeah, I'm really, really excited about this. And again, I hope you're excited about that little idea. I think it'll be cool for lots of people to watch, even people that don't knit, to kind of see the process that went into making this sweater. Okay, a little bit of design talk. So first off, my recently published pattern on the Summer Stripes backpack is currently still free on Ravelry if you use the code backpack. All lower caps, BACK. Again, if you put that into the coupon code box on Ravelry, you can get it for free until tonight, the day that I release this video on Tuesday. So I hope you choose to use that code, and thank you so much to everybody who already has. So a little bit of future designs. I have spent a lot of time this week working on future plans and future designs that I want to release this summer. One of those is these little baskets. So I think these are so cute and so practical. I'm so excited for this pattern. So these are great for filling in with goodies for like a housewarming gift. You could do like a bathroom theme and put in some lotion and washcloths, or kitchen theme and put in some like sweet treats. But anyway, there's endless possibilities for these little baskets, and this pattern will be released pretty soon. And I'm really happy with these. They are so quick to make, and the pattern is going to be easy to follow. It's going to be written out row by row. And yeah, I'm really excited. So you start in the middle and work your way out, and then you work up to form the body of the basket, and then you use a super fun and easy method to make these handles. So yeah, I love this. I'm really excited about this pattern. Another pattern that I've been working on lately is a seashell pouch. So last summer when we went to Gulf Shores, I made a whole bunch of little crochet pouches to put our seashells in that we find. So usually we go to the beach and we see a bunch of fun seashells, but we pick them up and hold them in our hands, and then when we take them in the car, the sand gets everywhere. And it's just not, that's not the right way to do it. So I had the idea to make a little pouch using some cotton yarn, and that way each of us can have, so there's 6 people in my family, so each of us can have a little pouch, and we can put special seashells that we find in that pouch, and then we can carry that around. And because it's cotton, you can take it in the ocean and use it when you find seashells in the ocean. Anyway, they're really fun to make, super easy, and they're also super fun to use because it means you're going to the beach and you're going to find seashells. So let me show you them. Here is one. So again, this is so simple to make. You start in the middle, again, like the basket, like a lot of things. Work your way out, work up to form the body of the bag, and then you create this drawstring to close it, like so. And you can tie this once you have all your lovely seashells in it. But yeah, it's not too big, not too small. You know, it's not a backpack. You don't have 50 seashells, but it's a fun way to store like those little special ones. So yeah, I hope you're excited about that pattern. It should be releasing, I believe, late June is what I'm thinking. So yeah, I'm really excited about this pattern. Again, I designed it last year, and so today I just, or I guess this week, I kind of made a couple more, and finalized the pattern how I wanted it to be, and so now I just need to do the finishing touches to make it, complete. So yeah, be on the lookout for those, future designs and many more. I have so many fun ideas for summer. So if y'all have been joining me for the past few episodes, you know that I like to end my podcast with a little devotion. So today I just want to talk about this verse that I came across a few days ago, and I had never heard it before, which is kind of sad. But I'm currently working on remedying that problem. I'm working through reading the entire Bible, and so eventually I will have every verse read. But anyway, this verse is from Luke chapter 1, verse 45. It says, "Blessed is she who has believed that the Lord would fulfill his promises to her." So this verse was just so beautiful to read, honestly. I'm very much still trusting that he's gonna fulfill promises in my life. But reading a verse like this is just it brings so much peace. I mean, again, this is something that I'm still working toward. You know, he hasn't revealed all the promises he has for me. I mean, I'm only 18, you know, and he hasn't fulfilled all of his promises that he has to you. But he has fulfilled the promise of Jesus, and Jesus is always there, and he has saved us, and he has made a way for us to have a personal relationship with the Father, which is something that we couldn't have had without him, without his sacrifice. So I just want to encourage you that even if, you know, no matter what you're going through, he will fulfill promises, and he will continue to fulfill promises throughout your entire life. So with that, I want to thank you so much for watching. Again, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell so that you get notified each and every time I upload a video. Please leave a comment below telling me what you're working on, or any questions that you may have for me, or your favorite part of the podcast, future ideas for videos, anything and everything. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next time. Bye.